Welcome to Mixtapes and Tasty Cakes with your host Bert Laporte, Damien Monte Carlo, and Angry Mike D. Alright, sit back and enjoy the ride as they talk about all things that rock and other useless knowledge you don't care about. And remember, every asshole has an opinion. This is theirs. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe.
All right, we're back with another episode of Mixtapes and Tasty Cakes. This one, we're going to do the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Again, because I didn't hit record the first time, so we're doing it again.
It's probably going to sound a little dialed in.
Yeah, we'll try not to.
Practice makes perfect, you know?
Yeah.
So this is the, it's about collaborations. There was some good collabs. It's what the kids call it, collabs.
Collabs.
Some bad ones and, well, good and bad. So we're going to get into it.
Watch the episode. Let us know what you think. Hit a like if you want to like it. Subscribe. And here we go. We're going to start off with a good collaboration. Anthrax and Public Enemy. Bringing the noise. What do you got, Damo?
Yeah, this was a great one. I liked it right from the get-go. And actually, I remember I went to those remember those stands that used to be on Snyder Avenue?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Broad and Snyder.
They used to sell the bootlegs.
Yeah, I remember I bought the bootleg cassette tape, the Public
Enemy. The bootleg cassettes.
Yeah, bootleg Public Enemy cassette with the original version of Bring the Noise because I liked the cover version so much. So,
yeah, Mike D.
Great track, man. I remember this was on Attack of the Killer Bees. Yeah, man. So, this is probably one of the earlier rap and metal tracks that came out. For some reason, maybe it shouldn't have worked, but it does. It works really well.
Yeah, I thought this was a great rendition of the song. The original song was great in its own, but mixed with the Chuck D together with Anthrax, and it's very intense. It's an intense song. It's a great version. The video was awesome. This song is a great pump-up song that totally delivers. And it went so well together, they actually toured. They actually did a tour together, and the tour was successful. So, yeah. Let's move on to the bad. Metallica and Lou Reed. Lulu, the complete album. Can't even pick a track because I couldn't get through the damn thing. What do you got, Damo?
Yeah, there was such a big buzz on this, but I think the buzz was all about how weird and how bad it was. It was just awful. I mean, it didn't make sense at all. Yeah, not good.
Mike D.
I'm not a huge Lou Reed fan. Love Metallica. But you would think it would work just a little bit better.
It'd be interesting. I mean, Metallica don't make too many wrong turns, you know? I thought it was going to be heavy with Lou Reed's kind of weirdness, and it winds up being Lou Reed's weirdness that wins over on the whole thing. It's bad. I mean, the talk poetry thing, I just don't get. I don't even think there's a rhythm to the talk poetry. You know, like you guys said before, he's an artiste. For the artiste, I want to hear a good song, a good melody. So, yeah, Lulu, no good. Coming in with the good stuff. Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper, Shallow. What you got, Damo?
Yeah, I heard it for the first time today. It was definitely a really good song.
But great track, man. Not even my style of music here, but Lady Gaga's Lady Gaga. You know, everything she does sounds great. But Bradley Cooper kind of really was the star in this one because who would have thought Bradley Cooper can sing like this?
Right. Yeah, I mean, I love this song. This is a great song. The lyrics are good. I never seen the movie, but I am going to watch the movie now. I mean, it's a couple of years later that I'm going to watch the movie, but I did like the song when it came out. I seen him do this in an award show. Bradley Cooper sounds fantastic. Lady Gaga always delivers. She's always great. They work well together, and the live performance is just as good or even better than the one that's on record. So, yeah, definitely worth checking.
But it sounded very apart.
Yeah, man, this is a why. I mean, Frank is Frank, Bono's Bono, and it don't really mix that well together. Bono tends to be boring ever since, I don't know, maybe the tail end of their career, maybe even at this point. U2's got some really good songs, and early U2, I like his voice a lot, but he got really boring, and he just sounds whispery and eh, no good. Definitely no good. Keep Frank Sinatra, keep the classic by itself. It's almost the equivalent of you know,
I didn't know who, I think I've heard of Aerosmith, but I didn't know any of their songs at that point. I was like 7, 8 years old, and that was the first time I heard of Aerosmith. And yeah, it was great. And it's actually the version of the song that I prefer to hear.
Mike Ding.
Yeah, great track. I knew Run DMC at this point. Never heard of Aerosmith. I was young. I might have been about 10 years old when this came out. But like Dame said, this
One thing, real quick, it exposed Run DMC to a whole different fan base.
Sure. Oh,
Right.
absolutely. It worked on both ends. Yeah, and they said that they originally got the idea because Jay would scratch to the beat of Walk This Way, and that's how they kind of, start. Jay used to mess around with it, and I guess they just figured, let's try and take a shot and get Aerosmith. Yeah, I mean, Run DMC brings Aerosmith back to life. I believe Aerosmith, this was a second chance for them to get big again, and they were even bigger, I think, now than they were in the 70s. They blew up. It don't happen too many times with bands, and this brought them really back to life and opened up a smarter, bigger career for them. Okay, going on to the bad. Paul McCartney and Stevie Wonder, Ebony and Ivory. What do you got, Demo?
Ebony and Ivory equals cringy.
Ebony and Ivory. Together they're just cringery.
Yeah, I don't know. It was just kind of corny, sappy. Yeah, I don't know, a little too wholesome for me.
Yeah. Mike D?
Yeah. I mean, I don't need to hear it again.
Yeah, I mean, both legendary musicians. Corny with a K for the video. A corny for a K for the song. Good meaning behind the song. That's what I say to that one. All right, moving on to the next one. The good. Lita Ford and Ozzy Osbourne. Close My Eyes Forever. What do you got, Damo?
Yeah, I thought I thought it was a great, yeah. I mean, I thought it was great song for both, man. I loved it. It held up really well. It was kind of, I guess a ballad. I don't know, more of kind of like a darker ballad type song.
Yeah, Mike D.
Yeah, great track, man. I remember this on MTV. It played it like every hour. It got to the point where I kind of got tired of it, but I hear it now and it still sounds fresh. It doesn't sound like it's old.
Yeah, I mean, this song is a staple for the metal ballad genre. Even though there's no over the top vocal moments in it, like there's no vocal that blows me away. It just works well together, and it's almost like Ozzy Lita's singing the guy parts and Ozzy singing the female parts. It's kind of, she goes a dagger and all that shit, where you think that would be the male part, but Ozzy's got the smooth parts. But it works really well together. It's a classic song. Glad to see that Lita got some like attention with this song, and of course, great that Ozzy, got a huge charting on this song. Always a good song. Vocals are haunting. Love Ozzy's voice over the slow stuff. Okay, to the bad. We're gonna go to Ozzy again. Ozzy and Jessica Simpson, Winter Wonderland. Damo, what you got?
Yeah, no thanks, man. It was just bad. That's when Ozzy was being shoved down everybody's throats because of the TV show being kind of like a goof, and Jessica Simpson was everywhere back then too, with all of her stupid TV shows, and it was just bad all around.
Yeah, it's like bad MTV.
Yeah.
Mike D.
This is just so unnecessary. Everything sounds auto-tuned, man. Like Ozzy sounded like he was dialing. Jessica Simpson sounded like she was total auto-tune on that. And then you get Sharon comes in. This is just a mess. They're all at the point where they're all singing together. That was it for me. I was done. But the video was funny too. It was cringeworthy, and I will say the carrot and the snowman joke never gets old.
Yeah, but by this time, Ozzy was everywhere in one way or another. I mean, it was cool to see him get mainstream attention finally. I mean, it's probably even the reason why he got into the Hall of Fame.
He looked like a park flasher in that video.
With the hat and the trench coat. He didn't seem comfortable. He really didn't seem comfortable. But hey, Ozzy was probably getting paid pretty well for it. You know, mixing fun loving Ozzy with Jessica Simpson. I don't know. On a Christmas tune, not on my bingo card. I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna pass. All right, coming in number 5 for the good. Queen and David Bowie, Under Pressure. What do you got, Damo?
Yeah, I thought this was a great one. I mean, pretty legendary collaboration between the two of them. You know, it's still on the radio today. You still hear it a lot, and yeah, I think it held up really well.
Mike D?
And I think this one's a great track. I think it's daring that these two guys used Ice Ice Baby and went with it.
How dare they?
How dare
Yeah, exactly. No, but one note's different.
It's not dan-dan-dan-dan-dan-dan, it's dan-dan-dan-dan-dan-dan.
Remember that? Remember that? He was really selling it. He was really selling it.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't work that way, buddy.
No. It's a great collaboration, man. David Bowie's voice with Freddie Mercury's voice is great. And the bass line is just legendary. It's a great bass line. You know what it is as soon as you hear the bass line, and no, it's not Vanilla Ice. But even though that song did well, so I wondered, did Queen get paid for that bass line? For that,
I don't know. I think they had to sue for it.
They probably got it, though.
I
Yeah,
think they did.
they probably got it. Anyway, it works well. Still a classic. Still gets played all the time. Moving on to the bad, we're going to keep David Bowie. Even though I know Dame's a fan of this, but David Bowie, Mick Jagger, Dancing in the Streets. What do you got, Damo?
I like it. Yeah, I think it's a stupid fun song. I don't know, the video's kind of goofy.
The outfits, the whole bit.
Yeah, it didn't bother me.
Mike D.
For me, man, as if the song's not bad enough, then you get to the video. I talk about cringe. This is it. It's almost so cringy where this comes on, you can't turn it off because it's that bad.
Yep. Cut corny with a K. That might be my new thing. Cut corny with a K. So yeah, I don't know. I like both vocalists, both singers, both artists, but this is just too corny for me, and the music video confirms it. I'll stick with Van Halen's version of it. Let David Lee Roth dance in the streets. All right, moving on to the good. Onyx and Biohazard. Slam. What do you got there, Damo?
Yeah, this was great. I like the original version, and then what was that movie? Was it Demon Night or something?
Judgment Night.
Judgment Night.
Judgment Night. Yeah, it was
A lot of collaborations on that
yeah.
one.
The whole
I don't know if this was
soundtrack.
on there. There was another song by them on there, I think.
This had to be on there, I'm thinking.
No, it was another track by Bio. I forget what it was, but it was another track. They did
Really?
they did
You know
two or
what?
three tracks together.
I think you're right. Yeah, it does. It does.
I think they actually did Judgment Night. It was called.
So that might just be a
Yeah.
thing. Maybe it's one of those, what do they call that thing? Mandela effects? We just assume it was on
Maybe.
Judgment Night.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think this
maybe.
is just a one-off single.
Wow.
Yeah. Regardless, it was. I thought
Great
it was,
track.
I thought it was great. Yeah, I thought probably next to the Anthrax and Public Enemy one. I thought it made sense, and it was a good pairing.
I agree. I totally agree with that. Mike Day, your thoughts on it?
My thought. I mean, I knew who Onyx was when this came out. Biohazard, I really had no idea who they were. But great track, man. I mean, Onyx, they were killer back in it. They were something different.
Totally different.
Just the whole look, their sound, like they look like if you turn the corner and they were standing there, you're just going to run back where you came from.
Yeah, I mean, I thought Onyx was very unique, a very unique rap band, and I dug the rough vocal delivery. It was different. You mix that with the intensity of Biohazard, and you have an awesome song. Because Biohazard's another band, man. They're pretty intense. They're a lot of fun. I know Dame's also a Biohazard fan. I like how the song gets doomy during the chorus. It's just great. It still holds up. The hip hop beat works well with it. It holds up, and I still love this tune. I really do. Going to the bad, P. Diddy and Jimmy Page. Come with me. What do you got, Damo?
Yeah, this was not good. I mean, I don't really know too much about that P Diddy guy, but didn't he do like a collaboration with Sting too?
Maybe I
Yes.
don't know.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was for
Every breath you take.
Every
or
Breath You
something.
Take.
So that was probably first, and then this.
Oh, Sting did that with? I don't remember.
yeah, he totally did.
Yeah, so that we actually could have put that on the list, but
Every
yeah,
drop
this
of
is-
baby oil you take.
Yeah, I wasn't too into this. So
Yep. Mike D.
Yeah, this is pretty bad. I mean, it's Jimmy Page probably got paid well for this one, but
Oh yeah.
I heard pretty much most of the song P Diddy. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
That's
uh,
about what it is.
not good at all.
Yeah. The guy could find talent. I'll give him that. But boy, oh boy, Jimmy Page must have got paid a lot of money for this. You
That's a
think,
fine price to pay for
hey,
being talented.
listen, you think this would work great on paper? P. Diddy was huge at the time. Cashmere, it's hard to fuck up Cashmere with anything. Anything with it would sound good. But I don't think P. Diddy's a great rapper. I think
No, I
he,
never liked him.
I think he knows talent, but he don't need to rap. If he had Biggie do this song, it would have been fucking huge. So I think that's a little misstep there. All right, going on to the good. Phil Collins and Philip Bailey, Easy Lover. What do you got, Damo?
Yeah, man, I was big fan of this song, and actually recently I went on a kick with this one where I was just listening to it repeatedly, like a dozen times or something. It's so like addicting. It's so good, you know. Yeah, it's a great track.
Mike D?
Yeah, I didn't know this is a collaboration. This one, I heard it before. I don't know. I'm hit or miss with Phil Collins. Like the stuff I like, I really, really like of him. This one's a really good song.
Yeah, I don't know if people realize how big Phil Collins was in
Oh
the
yeah,
80s. He was
absolutely, it
huge.
was huge.
He was huge. And as a solo artist, especially, right? He was all over the place at the time. He even was in a movie called Buster, which he was the main character. He had a lot of great tunes, man. Phil and Philip's voice sound great together. Philip Billy, of course, being from Earth, Wind, and Fire, so he's got to be great. Uh, Still a good song. Great music video. Phil Collins always has some comedic twist in a lot of, well, I wouldn't say always, but a lot of times he looks like he's a lot of fun. All the videos have some kind of cool fun to it. So yeah, definitely worth watching, worth checking out. All right, we're gonna go to Mike D first. Dolly Parton and Motley Crue.
I think
Home
this is
Sweet
what
Home.
started this whole episode.
I think it did.
Yeah, I found this was it last Friday, and I sent this to you. Like, what the hell, man?
We all were. You sent it to
Um,
me. I sent it to Dame. Dame answered me back, and we were like, "What the hell is this?"
I'm at this point. I'm kind of even tired of hearing Vince Neil's voice 'cause it's just not pleasing to me anymore. I think that's something you grow out of when you get older. I don't know, but hearing Dolly Parton, who almost sounds as equally like Vince Neil but worse. I don't know. I mean, she's an icon and everything, but I think at this point she just needs to just let it go, man. It was like I felt like Vince Neil was actually having a duet with Lamb Chop.
Damo.
Yeah, I turned it on when it came out. I was just like, nah, man, this is awful. Yeah, no
Listen,
words.
they sent out a thing, big news from Motley Crue. They had the date. I'm like, oh, this is what's happening.
Yeah,
What's happening? And I was like, oh, yeah, Dolly Crue. I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I thought it was going to be a whole album when I hit onto it, but
I thought there was going to be something cool. I don't know. They seem to be disappointing more than not. Um, yeah, why? This doesn't work. It just doesn't work. Dolly was hit or miss when we did the Dolly Rockstar record. It was hit or miss. The song with her and Halford was really good, but I don't
Had its
know.
moments. Yeah.
It had its moments. Yeah. Nothing against Dolly. Dolly's an icon. Dolly's great for what Dolly does. Dolly shouldn't be doing this. Um, yeah, no reason. And I heard a bunch of bands cover the song. Limp Bizkit, a couple other versions. This was floating around. I'm a Bizkit fan too, but the original sounds good, and there's nothing that's been close to it since. You know, Moving on to the good. Pearl Jam, Soundgarden, Temple of the Dog, Hunger Strike. What do you got there, Damo?
Yeah, at the time you couldn't have put two worse bands, in my opinion, together than those
This is the
two.
good list.
So yeah, I want nothing to do with those two or those bands, but I secretly did like the song, and
Secretly.
I still think it's a great song. You know.
Yep, Mike D.
great song. I don't need to hear it again. I heard this a billion times back in the was it late 80s, early 90s when it came out?
Early 90s,
Probably
probably.
early 90s, yeah. I don't need to hear this again. Great track though.
Yeah, I mean, this song was huge. Really good collaboration. Two iconic rock voices at the time in the grunge era. Perfect song. at a perfect time. Moving on to the bad mishap here. And this is the what I'm kind of judging from here is the Super Bowl version of it. So Slash and the Black Eyed Peas, Sweet Child of Mine. What do you got, Damo?
Yeah. I definitely remember it, and I remember it being not that great. Slash is usually like the go-to guy for like when somebody outside of the rock world wants a rock guitar player.
Yeah.
It's like call Slash, but yeah, it wasn't that good. It wasn't his fault, but
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Mike Dick?
I'm just waiting for the Slash and Pitbull collaboration.
It could happen because Pitbull was everywhere at one time, too.
Right. That would be like the ultimate collaboration right there.
Listen, you would see Slash, Pitbull, and Jericho. They were all over everywhere. them three were all over everywhere for a while. Yeah, man.
I don't know. Maybe I watched a different version. Were there two different ones? Because you said the Super Bowl.
I think there was one version with just him and Fergie, which same thing.
Okay, so maybe that's the one I watched. And I was like, okay, it's not as bad as I thought it would have been. But...
Yeah. I mean, she's got a good voice, but she tries to do the I Axel stuff, and it just don't work for anybody but Axel. It sounds forced. It sounds fake. It just don't work. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Slash sounded good. Yeah, I mean that actually that halftime show is considered one of the worst. If you look at all like the polls and stuff like that, they consider the Black Eyed Peas one pretty bad. Same thing. We need like a metal act at a Super Bowl, like a halftime show. I don't know what the deal is, why they don't do it. I don't get it.
Like they put the Weeknd. He's just so somber for that, man.
Yeah,
it's not.
You want an AC/DC, a Metallica, something that's going to get the fans pumped up. I mean, you play all rock and metal music on the field before the games.
Right. Let's bring it to life.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Moving on to the good.
That would make too much sense.
Way too much sense. Moving on to the good. Trent Reznor and David Bowie, I'm Afraid of Americans. What do you got there, Damon?
Yeah, I thought it was a great pairing. I remember it was a big deal at the time. They were trying to rejuvenate Bowie's career. Not that it was like in the shitter. It was just looking to I don't know. Just like we just talked about it.
Well, he always finds a way to reinvent himself.
Frank Sinatra was trying to do the same thing. After a while, but yeah, I mean the video was cool. The song was cool. Actually, the entire album was really good.
Yeah, Mike T.
I'm not sure if I had this one or not. The whole album. I know I had the single to this. Yeah, great track, man. Great pairing. I think Bowie was trying to do a little goth industrial at that point, and like I said, I don't think I heard the whole album of this. This track worked.
Yeah. I mean, really, really cool song. Bowie knows how. Cool video. Bowie knows how to adapt to the times. He really does. I mean, usually he was the one people were adapting to, but now Bowie in his later years was adapting to the times, and it totally works. Reznor was like the hottest thing at this time, and it works. Great moment in time for both of them. Great vibe, great song, and a cool video. Going on to the bad, which I didn't know about this song until this week. I never even heard of this before. Eddie Murphy featuring Michael Jackson. I can't even say it. Michael Jackson. What's up with you? That's however it is, it's spelled weird. I don't know. What do you think, Damo?
Yeah, it was awful. I kind of forget it. I kind of forgot about it, and I had to go back and listen to it today. It was just bad.
The video's even worse.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Mike D, you want to add any more to this?
I mean, you have Michael Jackson dressed like Michael Jackson. You have Eddie Murphy pretty much dressed in jeans and a wife beater, dancing around Michael Jackson with animated birds and stars and
musical notes,
everything else. Yes. And if that's not bad enough, then the singing comes in, and it sounds pre-auto tune. It's bad.
I mean, I like Eddie's voice. Eddie's great. Michael Jackson, of course, legendary artist. Party All the Time. I like that song. I think that was a good
girl
song.
Wants to
great song.
Party all the time.
Party all the time. Yeah. But I don't know. The music video is so bad. I couldn't even listen to the song. And then it's spelled like WHATZUPWITU all in one
What does
word.
that do?
I don't fuck is this? What's up? What's up with that? Yeah, that's like, you know.
What's up with you?
Uh, I don't even remember this. That's how bad it was. It
I
totally
vaguely remember it.
totally missed my radar. All right, coming in. The last one here for the good and the bad. Here goes the good. Ray Charles and Kermit the Frog. It's not easy being green. Mike D.
This is a great one, man. It's a classic. It's cute. It's Ray Charles. It's Kermit the Frog. What else do you need?
Damo?
Man, I barely remember. I don't remember it at all. It kind of sounds familiar to me, so I really can't comment on it.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of loosely remember this when I was younger. I mean, it's classic Ray Charles. Kermit don't sound that bad on this track. It's all right. It's way better than the one on the bad side, which we're going to keep to the Muppets here. We're going to end with Ozzy and Miss Piggy, Born in the Bee Wild. Damo, what do you got on this?
Yeah, it's bad. Yeah, not good.
Mike D.
This is like what the second bad one from Ozzy showing up on this list.
At least, yeah.
Him and Bowie, I think, showed up the most, 3 times, I think.
Yeah.
This is bad. I mean, Ozzy's singing as it almost sounds like he's eating a couple of pieces of bacon, and Miss Piggy's getting excited about it.
Oh, Ozzy!
Oh, Ozzy! Oh,
Ozzy!
Oh my God!
And he's
What
like,
were they
"What's up,
thinking?"
babe? What's up, babe?"
I'll see.
It's it's pretty cringeworthy. Yeah, and you know, I think I don't even know if he put this on that box set that they put out. If not, it was like a hidden track somewhere. But it's fucking. What were they thinking?
I mean, I think this is off like what one of the Muppet movies, one of the later ones, I think.
Yeah.
It was just yeah, pretty bad. So mixtapes and tasted cakes. Hope to see you guys next week. See you next time.
That is it.
That's what we got. See you next time.